Hello, Cancer signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 29th, going to the 5th of May. I'm going to jump straight into it for you guys and stop pulling your cards out. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe if you do enjoy these readings. Alrighty, it does help the channel out a lot. It helps me out as well. So that's just for those who want to anyways. All right, let's dive into it. For my lovely Cancer signs, please, Spirit. What is the message for this week ahead? Oop, okay, let's get one more. I will take all three. Why not? The only one that showed itself to me is the To Be Fair card, which is all about a life review. Clearly, a life review might be needed. It's about looking at things from a very fair, very just perspective. No longer from the heart, no longer just from the head either. I feel like it's about a balance of, okay, is this really good for me? Do I really need this? Is this beneficial in my life? Or is it the opposite? And it's really about actually making a very fair decision. The owl represents the fact that your intuition is absolutely popping right now. You do have spirit guides around you who are helping you with this. Owls have 360 vision. This is kind of telling me that you can see the truth. You know the truth of situations. Use your gut instinct to make decisions here and to bring something into balance into your life. Usually that card comes in when you are decluttering, almost like when you're really or getting rid of people, even as well as do I need this? Is this good for me? Does this have value in my life? And you have Orphan card. Interesting. Feeling a little bit abandoned, maybe not feeling good enough, maybe life has kind of thrown a big challenge or maybe multiple challenges and you're just feeling really, I'm hearing out of luck. You're feeling out of luck. You're feeling unlucky. But you have Yang coming through. That's beautiful. This is a card of creation. It's a card of this beautiful energy of creativity, of passion, of motivation. So I kind of feel like this is an energy that they're wanting you to push yourself into. And I feel like this To Be Fair is really kind of coming in the middle of these. So it's almost and it's funny because this little fortune cookie here says nope. And it's saying nope to this orphaned energy. And it's saying yes, which is this pearl of value, to this creativity. So it's almost like you're being called to bring into balance maybe the way that you see yourself or the way that you're feeling. It does feel like a feeling. This reminds me of one of these other cards about despondence. You might be feeling like the situation that you're in or life at the moment or internally, externally, things are a little bit crap. And it's almost like spirit's okay, but what can we do? If we sit there, it's always going to be crap. When we're dwelling on situations that haven't worked out, or if we stay there, then it's just going to make you feel worse. This is a energy of as soon as you do something that you're passionate about and you go in that direction, I always see this as a spiral. It starts spiraling in the most beautiful way, a bit like a snowball effect of this fiery passion may start off as a small spark, just a little spark. But that spark is then going to spiral or snowball into something even bigger. So if you're wanting change and if you're wanting determination or if you're wanting creativity or passion in your life, if you're wanting a change from this orphaned energy, we have to really kind of bring something into balance here. How much time are you giving to dwelling or thinking about past events that really hurt you? And how much time are we giving to our new creativity or bringing something to life? Let's carry on, my angels. All right, let's see. Please, for my lovely Cancer signs, please, Spirit. All right, let's get one more. The Temple Path. Angel of Love and a Temple Path coming through here. That's an interesting message. I feel like you're really going to be connecting to your journey a little bit more. The Temple Path is always, I kind of feel like it's meeting with yourself almost. You're coming into alignment with your path, and the Angel of Love is here as well, giving you love. Okay, she has a rose quartz here. If you like crystals, then that could be a good rose quartz to either have or to make sure it's around you. Most of the time I do sense this kind of caught my eye a little bit. It is a storm warning coming up. This usually is about kind of like the to be fair, I want to bring up the word detox. Number 10 can be completion. I almost see this tornado is going to take out a lot of things in your life that you don't need anymore, and keep what you do need, or something that you know you should have or more of a sense of something that's supposed to be in your life, and it's going to take out things that aren't. Okay, let's carry on here for you guys. I'm going to pull some chakra cards out for you. The storm warning just represents change, by the way. And it's something that clearly is something you're already going through. So you have acceptance. So I feel like with the to be fair card, you might be having to accept the truth of something or more. You have gossip as well, and forgiveness. And you have that balance card here as well. It's about bringing something into balance. Your truth or this balance may not always be the thing that we want to hear or other people agree with, but that's not the point. This person up here is really about, okay, I'm going to make a situation fair. I'm going to bring a balance to it, which is either what you're going to be doing this week into your own life, and other people might not like it. Other people are like, why are you not speaking to me anymore, Cancer? Like, I thought we were friends. And you're like, actually, your energy is really toxic, and I can do better in my life without that energy around me. You know, it's almost like that. The same with anything, career, anything else. Like, you're really making a very balanced like judgment call in your life about what needs to stay and what needs to go, because I think you've had enough of this orphaned energy. We do have gossip here, so there is potentially people who are speaking of you, maybe not so positively. If you're worried about gossip, I think again, like, acceptance here might be about the fact, I just get the fact that something is, I don't know if you're worried too much about other people's opinions of you or how they might deal with a decision that you're being called to make. And forgiveness here as well. Forgiveness is for ourselves, never for the people that we are forgiving. It's that we don't hold that toxic energy within ourselves of feeling revenge or feeling resentment, you know. Those feelings are not nice. Feelings of anger, when they consume you, you know, they're never nice. I hate negative feelings. I really try my best to fix things so quickly because I just hate anger in me. I hate that energy. I hate how it makes me feel. It makes me anxious. It ruins my day. I hate it. So, you know, so I do my best to go, okay, let's deal with it. Let's confront it. Let's go straight forward with it. Let's try to forgive. In whatever way. Sometimes it takes time, by the way. It's not that quick. It's not easy to do, especially if somebody has hurt you or you have dealt with a lot of gossip or people, I want to say, controlling you or controlling your decisions, or I just think you're forgiving yourself and you're forgiving the situations because you're moving forward now. I think that's what it's about. Forgiveness is just about moving forward and not letting something hang over your head all the time or always being there. You know, I think you're really kind of removing a story. I'm seeing like the need to maybe write down something and then burn it, because what that is like, it's symbolism for, okay, you're getting your truth out, you're getting your feelings out, which sometimes we stay in this orphaned energy because we don't feel seen, we don't feel heard, we don't feel loved, we don't feel like we're getting recognition for our pain. So we sit in it because we're recognizing the pain. I think you need to write it down with yourself. Understand that you're recognizing it in that space. You're making that voice feel seen, making it feel heard. But allow that orphaned energy to leave by burning that page. If you need to write to the people who've hurt you in order to forgive, let down everything you need to say. You don't have to send it to the person. I think it's more about for you than for them, again, to hear it. It's really about and burning it. Okay. You do have gossip and acceptance. And one thing I wanted to say with this is, like, sometimes you have to learn to love yourself so much that other people's disapproval of you doesn't mean as much. You know, that's the balance here. Okay. Because, you know, this lady is actually a very lovely lady in the middle. She just loves green, and other people, like, always choose something to gossip about. Anything that's different, people will talk about it because it's nothing interesting in their life, clearly. So if anyone is gossiping about you, see it as a compliment in some way, because clearly their lives are too boring that they just have to bring you up because you clearly are more exciting than themselves. So that's a way of looking at it. This lady is beautiful. She's vibrant. She's very lovely. In fact, she's entertaining these people. She's still nice to them, even though they're pulling those faces to them. Eventually, they will recognize, actually, this person is really cool. And I was the boring one, or whatever. Anyway, it's about accepting that not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to like you, but that's okay, Cancer. We're not looking for other people's opinions. What matters the most is how you see yourself. Not everyone's going to love you. Not everyone's going to treat you nicely. Not everyone's going to, and that sucks, right? I wish. But the truth is it has to be found from within. So if you're feeling lost and you're feeling not good enough, you have to go within to figure that out, not outside of yourself, because that's just temporary. Let's get you a keyword for the week. This is about accepting, by the way, that you are on a journey of self-improvement. Things don't happen overnight. I wish that they did. I'm with you, Cancer. I get it. But acceptance is almost like the first time that we make something, it might not be perfect, but it's the fact that we're trying, I feel like, is what matters the most. It's the fact that you're doing something, you're learning something new, you're diving deep to what you find joy in. It's about acceptance. All right, let's get 2 keywords for Cancer, please. Could be initial D that could be significant. We have regret. We have forgiveness here again, by the way. So I will show you the affirmation for that. This says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And it just feels like crap, to be honest. I'm with you. I get it. Right. You have regret coming in, and the affirmation, if you are feeling regret at any time, is I know that I cannot change the past. So what do we have to do? We have to forgive ourselves. And this is not to say that you have done anything wrong, but sometimes we're like, I regret even being with that person, or I regret ever putting myself in that situation. Sure. I feel like regret is completely normal to feel, but we can't live in that. You can't stay there. Don't stay in the past. We're going to move forward. So what do we need to do? We have to make peace with it. Make peace with those feelings, understand them, make them feel seen, but allow them to be free. Allow that part of yourself that feels this way to be free. You have empathy as well. This says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So for some of you, that could be a message. It's about understanding. You don't have to let someone off the hook, by the way. If that triggers you, then it could be something within that's blocking you. I would say ego, but I don't want to piss anyone off. But some things, I think it's just about you want to feel seen in your heart, and that's fine. But forgiveness is not about allowing someone to get away with it. It's allowing yourself to move forward away from it. And you don't have to dismiss the behavior, by the way. It's not like, oh, they hurt me, but that's okay. No, it's not. It's like, this person clearly is going through their own things so much that this is their behavior. I understand that now, and I understand that I stayed in this for blah, blah, blah reason. I understand that. And now is my time to be free of that energy. Of course, there's bad ways of saying it. So make sure you journal. I feel like you need some time to yourself. I feel like that's why the temple path is here. I think that you guys need some time in your own energy to connect with yourself. So maybe that is like an altar that you have in your home, a sacred space, whether that's your bedroom or whatever, or whether it is just going out into nature to really kind of sit with yourself and the universe, to really connect to this angel of love, to this loving side of yourself, this compassionate side of yourself. Because Cancer, you are the sign that is one of empathy. You are able to empathize with people. You're able to see through people's humanly forms, to be able to understand their soul, All right, let's see. 3 cards, please, for my lovely Cancerians. 9 of Pentacles, focusing on yourself and your wealth. For Cancer, please. Judgment, I like that. Is there another card there? Yes. Okay. You have a lot of Pentacles coming through, so really good for grounding. You could be focusing a bit more on your finances, which feels good. In terms of very like materialistic message or more physical world message, 9 of Pentacles is really focusing on your independence and reaping what you have sown. Okay, so if you're doing any different routines in your life, if you're doing something differently, I do see that you are reaping the rewards for it. Six of Pentacles as well. Some of you could actually get some sort of pay rise, bonus, or recognition. I'm seeing a lot of rewards actually happening this week, because both of these are about, you know, giving and receiving. Like what you're giving to is also giving back to you, which feels nice. It feels more like business, career, or financially, or personal development. Those are like my Pentacles, what they represent. You also have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. So whatever you're working towards is definitely going to help you internally, externally. For some of this could even just be enjoying your own space, because Nine of Pentacles is also about your own independence. Okay. Judgment coming through is some sort of like I'm hearing awakening. I'm hearing awakening for some reason. This is really about the truth is being revealed. You're getting clear. You're learning your lessons. You're moving forward. All right. You're actually able to surrender to a truth, or surrender to the fact there's a new beginning at hand. And that's where storm warning is coming through. In terms of like other things I wanted to say to you, Six of Pentacles is really about focusing on what you're giving your time and energy to. So that To Be Fair card is very similar, in a sense that you could really be changing up where you're putting your time and energy, money, resources. And maybe it's more towards yourself. Again, it's more towards things that are going to help you grow. I like this actually. You might have been already doing this stuff. Focusing on things that make you happy, focusing on things that are going to benefit you later down the line. I really like this. I think this is very good for you. Because I feel like this is helping you to enter a new chapter. Judgment is like the card before the world card. Before the new beginnings, we have to really gain enlightenment about the last chapter we've been in, that we are in. It's like the angels blowing the trumpet, like it's okay, we can surrender now. Let's go to a new world. All right, so I feel like there is a big change happening for you. And that could be what the storm warning is. On a very spiritual level, this is very beautiful. In a very physical world, physical plane, it looks chaotic because it's like this big ambush of energy is clearing things out. You know, some people you used to maybe really get on with, you're now seeing differently because you've surrendered to something of yourself. You've gained some sort of truth here. What's the challenge for Cancer this week? Let's get 3. 2 more. 1 more. Temperance, patience, harmony can be difficult for you. That forgiveness can definitely be quite difficult. Now, this is an angel and this is an angel. And it's a fairy, but you know, I feel like it's about bringing love to situations that could be quite difficult for you to do so. 7 of Cups, confusion, illusion, fantasies can be a challenge for you at this time. The Knight of Wands as well. Now this is interesting because there's a little bit of a naive energy coming through here, or a youthful energy, I want to say. Temperance is asking for you to ground yourself. Both of these cards are a little bit like, do represent being naive, but I don't want to be rude by saying that, so I hope you don't take offense to it, Cancer, but it's more of a sense of like, it's youthfulness, and that's not anything wrong, but I feel like sometimes that can make us kind of go backwards a little bit here. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is. Knight of Wands is fast movement, it's courage, it's bold, it's good, it's about conquering, it's like, what's the next thing I can go to, it's seeking knowledge, it's learning new things. But sometimes it can be a card of like constantly needing, it can be a little bit of, what's the word that's trying to come to mind here? I feel like what Spirit's wanting you to do this week is to balance this energy of yours that wants to kind of just go somewhere. I'm going to clarify this for you because it has confused me a little bit. Like this energy that's like, oh yeah, this is going to be good and this is going to be amazing. I'm not speaking about what you're moving into. I don't know if somebody's coming back in, by the way. If this is in relationships, Knight of Wands, if this is a player that you are with or somebody who is in and out or hot and cold, the 7 of Cups, again, like this is like wanting to go with that energy. But right now, Spirit's like, come on, come here. Let's balance first. Let's think about it. Let's clarify. Why is this challenge? Why is this a challenge? the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. The foundation is not solid with something here. Five of Swords. It will just end in like defeat. So what Spirit's wanting you to do is patience, which is ironic because you have very Sagittarius energy here, and Sagittarius is the opposite of patient, which is why Temperance is here in their energy. It's really about bringing something into balance before we move forward. So for some of you, you might have to reassess something before moving forward into it. Do not base things based on illusion or wishful thinking or pure just optimism. Nothing wrong with these energies usually, but when things are out of balance, again, it can lead towards something. The Tower and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about building a foundation. Tower is about a falling out, a breakup, a separation, or the foundation's collapsing. So something needs to be grounded first, which I feel like you're doing anyway. It clearly is in a specific situation, and I'm struggling to figure out what it is, but you guys might know already. Why is the Knight of Wands here? The Knight of Swords. So it's like rushing into something without having all the facts. Yeah, Five of Wands. And the Seven of Cups. The Hanged Man. Needing to look at something differently here. This is really weird because as I was putting it down, when I was putting it down, these were stuck to my hand, and it's the Emperor and the Empress, by the way. Some of you, okay, right. Just for a few of you, this is literally for like maybe one person out there. If you're getting attached to twin flame, ideology, okay? Let's not. This could be about a relationship, and that could be what it's talking about, but just let's make sure that we're not running away with this. But this is my twin flame, even though they're mistreating me, it's like, but no. Okay? The Seven of Cups, again, is a little bit like running away with the fairies, or in this case, that butterfly here. This Hanged Man is like ground yourself. This is very Piscean energy, so Piscean energy can run away with the fairies at times, go high up in the clouds. But the Hanged Man is about really being grounded and actually seeing something for what it is, or from a different perspective than that confused or fantasy perspective. Because Knight of Swords, something that seems fun and adventurous and oh my god, this is going to be amazing, might actually end up bringing in some sort of truth or harshness. So for example, someone coming back into your life, if we allow them to come back in because of positive thinking, I feel like, again, it's going to be, this person might end up still saying hurtful things. For example, if I'm going to look at the difference between this. But it's just, I'm just talking about love now. It could be similar things in terms of jobs. It's like, oh, this person spoke to me really nicely in the interview and this is amazing. Like, even though your gut feeling is like, I don't know if I really want to do this though, but the appearance of something or the first impression or whatever seems great. But it's like, but then you go into it and all of a sudden they start being really mean and you get pressured. I don't know. There's something here. Trust your gut instinct, but also look at something, contemplate something here. Don't be in a rush. In fact, this hangman cannot rush. Literally has to wait for spirit to set him free. But in the meantime, he's looking at something. He's able to gain enlightenment from something here. All right. For example, the same thing in terms of money and business is very similar. Something, an idea or a plan needs to be grounded first before it does anything else. Don't see this as, oh my God, I'm stuck. You're not stuck. The spirit is saying this is not the right time for something. There is more to learn about something, someone, whatever. Okay? All right. Let's get you some advice. King of Wands, creative energy, which is nice with that Yang card as well. Advice for Cancer. The way that came out was so weird. One more. Thank you. Ten of Cups, King of Wands. And the sun, beautiful. We have Leo energy coming through here. Your advice is really about focusing on positivity. So whether you do have beautiful energy around you already, or if this is the dream, it's the goal. The King of Wands is about kind of like creating that. It's about pushing forward towards that dream or goal. So some of you already have a dream or goal of yours, but now is the time where you're really thinking about, is this like other things around you aligned to that? Because your advice is really it's quite beautiful, because it's about confidence, it's about emotional happiness, you know, the emotional fulfillment between you and others around you. What you're able to bring to the world, give to the world, might be happiness, compassion, good opportunities. The sun is also about joy and happiness too. So this is a very beautiful combination. Your advice is to kind of step into alignment to this. King of Wands, maybe you guys are being called towards, you know, going towards higher professions, like a manager role or even higher. Maybe you start your own thing. In terms of love and relationships, maybe it's actually about getting clear on what you are wanting or deserving of. Okay? And stepping into this beautiful energy. No longer stuck in the past or thinking about it, wondering about it. Let's start going into this creative energy. Let's go down that path, because that's where your life is supposed to be going. The past is the past. Alright, tea angels, well, I hope this was beneficial to somebody out there. It's a very clear message, I guess, for someone. It's just like one specific circumstance, I think. But let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. I'd love to know. Also, make sure you like and subscribe if you do enjoy these readings. I'd love to have you here. But apart from that, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next time. All right.